Avenger Corner 2.0, and guys, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do another Classics review, and this time it's Spidey Classics, episode number 17. That's right, guys. And today we're going to be talking about the Vibranium Vendetta. This is coming off of the Amazing Spider-Man Annual, issue number 25, as you can see right here. Cool cover, as you get to see Black Panther, Iron Man, and you get to see Spider-Man on there. The cover art is done by Eric Larson on here. This book is written by David Michelin, and the artwork is done by Gang Yap. So the artwork in the interior is completely different from what the Amazing Spider-Man was being drawn by at the particular time. As you flip through the art, we can see that this may be your traditional Spidey. You know, a lot of characters at this particular time in this 90s were starting to get changed, a little bit more modern. This is more of your traditional Spider-Man, the way he's drawn in this particular issue. As you flip through the particular book, you get to see the red-headed bombshell there. Miss Mary Jane is in here. We get to witness the Ghost in here. His version back then was comical. I thought it was much different. How he can just transport through the walls like that. It's just, I love these 90 books. And we get to see Iron Man in this particular issue as well. And he looks a little, you know, not as much detail that I was like the characters look nice, but I like more detail in them that distinguish them more. Iron Man's got these big boot jets on him and whatnot. I love the 90s artwork. It's really cool. And here's a cool little page here of Spider-Man, and then Ultron is in this issue as well as Ultron 13. So what is this issue about? Basically what happens in this particular book is you wind up seeing Spider-Man come across a truck being unloaded, and he's not sure what it is. And we get to see the person who's in charge of Roxxon at the time, and Arthur Dearborn is the guy's name, and he's creating this vibranium, a cheap version of it, to mass sell across the entire United States. And he has to reform it and make it better to sell it and make it affordable. So it's like this cheap version. And it doesn't care what happens to the world in, say, 10, 20 years down the future. The whole place could fall apart. He doesn't care as long as he makes his profit. At the same time, though, you want to see others that are after this vibranium. So Kingpin hires the Ghost to go into Roxxon and to try to take this vibranium away. So he wants it for his uses as well. Throughout the issue, you wind up seeing the company head wind up, you know, showing off the product to the audience out there. And again, you know, you get to see his MO here on basically trying to just make a profit, but you can see that what can happen to the world if people mass produce this vibranium. It could be a very ugly thing. Ultron's on the move as well. He winds up escaping Ultron 13, and he finds out that this vibranium is around as well, and it feels like he wants it so he can evolve himself. So by the time we get to the climactic part of this issue, we wind up seeing Black Panther teams up with Spider-Man in the issue to find out what's going on, because they feel that this is obviously not the right thing. And so when they come across their investigation, they come across the Ghost that's trying to sabotage things. And then you wind up seeing Dearborn, who he comes into the facility, and he winds up getting zapped by his own machines. And then what happens in the final page is he goes, Arthur Dearborn is no longer exists. He goes, I am Centurion, Roxxon's sworn protector. And he looks like this. And I'm like, it looks like a Spider-Man in like Iron Man armor or something. It was just really generic looking. But again, guys, that's what you can expect from 90s comic books. And you know what? It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Is it the best story? No. But it is great fun, and it relives those early 90 days of the comic books. And it was cool. I mean, it was just a Cheese Whiz type of comic, and it was an annual out of all things. And what happens with this story is that it takes place in the Spectacular Spider-Man annual and the Web Spider-Man annual. So this is three-part story, and so I'll be reviewing it as it continues, and you know, from here and there, all in between the other Spider-Man issues that I review, and I'll give you the lowdown on this one. But at the end of the day, when you read this particular story, it definitely doesn't hold out to its comics today, but it is a lot of fun, and I got to give this one probably a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So take it for what it is. Just have a good time reading it. So guys, there you have it. There is episode number 17 of Spider-Man Classics. And guys, if there's a Spider-Man tale that you want me to review or go over, please leave it in the comments below. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. See you.